What's going on, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. And in today's video we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played, Brighton Hove Albion at Old Trafford, guys. And yes, guys, let's just dive in straight into today's video. It was an unchanged team, guys, for the first time under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Talk about starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Young, Jones, Lindelof, Shaw, Herrera, Matic, Lingard, Pogba, Martial, Rashford. Overall reaction, another 3 points for Manchester United. Teams like Brighton Hove Albion, we should be putting teams to bed, at home especially. The performance overall was fantastic, which was very pleasing to see. Another 3 good points on the board. United is still yet taking Arsenal yet. We were until Arsenal went and beat Chelsea 2-0. Another fantastic performance from the boys. We deserved it. First half, fantastic. We got 2 great goals from Rashford and Pogba. Yet again, Pogba and Rashford strike again to make it 7 out of 7 for Manchester United. We're still going. No one's beaten us yet. Like I just said there, 2 great goals from Rashford and Pogba. Great individual goal by Rashford. Pogba as well, good penalty by him as well. Took him 12 steps apparently until he hit the ball. Another good performance from the boys. We deserved it. Second half, it's just been like the last recent weeks where we've been, I think, in my own opinion, I'm going to say that it was a half of frustration due to the fact that we came out, we created chances, we tested the goalkeeper, and we did all that good stuff. We just lacked on the end product. So that was probably the most frustrating thing, that we created chances, but we couldn't convert them. We couldn't put them away. We couldn't finish them off. So it was a half of frustration, but we should have seen this game off early in the second half. Well, maybe not, maybe in the first half as well, but we should have killed the game off surely in the first half or the second half. But we created chances, we tested the goalkeeper. Brighton, again, they're still a very good team. We knew that coming up against someone like Brighton, we know that on paper we should be beating them. At the end of the day, we're walking away another 3 good points. You've got to be happy with it. Everyone is happy at the end of the day. The form is continuing for Manchester United. The performance, it was in the middle, I would say. First half, fantastic. Second half, we created chances, like I just said there, but we just couldn't put them away. Half of frustration, but at the end of the day, across the line, we got 3 good points. It's frustrating to give away a goal like, I'll talk about it later on in today's video, but I'll say it now, but it's frustrating because we conceded a goal when Brighton had so many clear-cut chances. They did have chances at goal, but the thing is, what really frustrated me was that, they had a few shots on target, but it really frustrated me that, they were nowhere near United. That's our own fault. It's just down to defending. Funny enough, Luke Shaw didn't even actually start this game. It's just come back to me. Luke Shaw was to back out of the warm-up because he was ill. I don't know how he can fall ill in the warm-up or before the warm-up. Another 3 good points. Happy about it. Let's analyse this game, guys. United started quick. United are playing with a high intensity, high tempo. In every single game we've started these games with a high intensity, high tempo. United are playing with width and pace. Obviously we've got Martial, Rashford and Lingard on there, with Lukaku on the bench as well to also make an impact when he's ready to come on as well. United look sharp on the ball. United are playing quick 1-2 passing. Once again, United are playing with energy and fluidity in the team. United were playing aggressive and attacking football. I'm not sure if anyone saw this, but I think we sort of went a little bit defensive earlier on at the beginning of the first half. We sort of went defensive, and then we knew that, right, boom, we reminded ourselves, come on, get on the front foot now, start creating chances, which we did. Start testing the goalkeeper. Rashford had a good chance at goal, but the Brighton defender defended it well off the line. Pogba had a chance as well on goal. United had chances in the first half that we should have put away. United were a threat on the counter-attack. We've got some quick players on the flanks. United had players high up the pitch, kept the pressure onto Brighton. Brighton made a mistake and gave away a penalty. It was a clear penalty. You could see it, whether if you were at the game or not at the game. When I was watching the game, you could tell from the angle where you were probably sat, a clear penalty. Penalty it is. First goal, Pogba again does his stupid run up and puts it away nice and composed for 1-0. By then, people would have been happy. From there, United then sort of found the rhythm. We picked up the pace a little bit. The movement is good. The passing is good. This is the thing. Brighton are a team that, if they go 1-0 down, they'll think, okay, and that was a stupid mistake that we should never have done. That we gifted to them. But Brighton are a team that they'll find a way to come back into the game, which they did. We conceded a goal, should we say. Brighton prevented a cross, but United's defence dealt with it well. Yeah, another good game where the defence was switched on. Obviously, we prepared for this game well, in the right manner. We were physically, mentally prepared for this one. But yeah, like I said, on paper we knew that we had to beat Brighton. But the thing is though, Brighton didn't look that convincing in the first half whatsoever. Like, Glenn Murray had a chance, went wide. So many of their chances just went wide, barely tested De Gea, but he managed to do some work at the end of the day. Brighton had most of the ball since going 1-0 down. Then I was just thinking, we're 1-0 up, we picked up the pace, and then I thought, let's just get a goal just before half time. We did that, you know, United switched back on. We had numbers high up the pitch. United had options, left, right and centre. United urged players forward. United put the pressure onto Brighton. United kept going. Second goal, Dalot did most of the work. Dalot passed it to Rashford. Rashford beats the defender and takes it round the goalkeeper for 2-0. That was a world-class goal from Rashford. The fact that how he had to take that to bend that round the goalkeeper as well, that was world class. They brought in their second choice goalkeeper because of Matt Ryan going on the Asia Cup with Australia. I've never seen their second choice goalkeeper playing before, but that's a thing they've only just signed in last year. I said it in the previous video, and I said he's had some good games. He got them a clean sheet the other day as well in another game just recently. Matt Ryan, on the day our players turned up and they beat Brighton. It's all that cares and that's all that matters. You get the 3 points. And happy days, you know. After that I was buzzing once we went 2-0 up. It was a great individual goal by Rashford. Great build-up play as well. Just what we wanted just before half-time as well. What United was good at was that United were clinical in front of goal. We took our chances and we scored on our chances, which was pleasing as well. We did the opposite to that in the second half. Overall, great first half by Manchester United. Second half, United needed to kill the game off with another goal, because obviously when you're 2-0 up and if Brighton got a goal back, it means that, you know, the game's back on. They still can find another goal within how many minutes to go of the game. So we know that we needed to get another goal to kill this game off, but we should have killed this game off in the first half, really, because we looked good in that first half. United need to carry on the way how we played in the first half. United need to keep the pressure onto Brighton, keep Brighton on the back foot, and just don't let Brighton back in the game. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen that we haven't been the best in the second half. Like the Tottenham game, we weren't good enough. We weren't good enough, you know, against Tottenham. We weren't good enough against Reading in the FA Cup. It's just something to do with the second halves recently. We've just not been absolutely on top of our game in the second half. We just need that sharpness in the second half. We need to show that we need more energy in the squad and to bring the game more to life. And we need more creativity in the second half as well. We created a fair few chances, but we should have put these chances away. But it's frustrating, you know, you got to take it. You got to think, you know, okay, that's what we got to work on in training. United came out quick. United created an insane amount of chances. Rashford puts in a great cross and Lingard couldn't get on the end of it. Martial had a good chance. Herrera had a shot off at goal. There was so many chances that we got close at goal. It looked like we deserved a goal because we got close and close. But we just didn't get close enough. These are chances that we had in front of goal and we just couldn't take them. United are just lacking the end product. We can't put these chances away. It's frustrating though, it's frustrating. United had 20 shots and 5 of them were on target and 2 of them were our goals. It's annoying and frustrating when you can't take your chances, but this is what football does to you. Brighton then brought on reinforcements on. Brighton's substitutions took time to make an impact in the game. At that point of the game, United looked a bit uncomfortable. We weren't really thinking, okay, how do we adapt now? We weren't really that comfortable the way how the team was looking, so we knew that we had to freshen things up. United then are trying to see the game off and just go defensive. That's how we had to play against Tottenham, and we're doing that against with Brighton, but Brighton then just got on the back on the front foot. Brighton created chances, but there was chances that were hardly going on target and most of them were going off target. But Brighton were fighting back into the game. Brighton had numbers high up the pitch. Brighton put the pressure on. Talking about don't let Brighton back in the game. Brighton score. It's frustrating because first half it was terrible for them. All their chances were going high and wide up into the crowd and like that. They were all over the place. hardly any of their chances were going at goal. They were going high and wide. They were going to Iceland. They weren't that clinical in front of goal, let's just say. They were sort of doing the same thing in the second half a bit, but then they started, you know, switched on. Then they've gone, right, create chances, get them at goal, test De Gea. The fact that we've let in a stupid goal like that to give Brighton a stupid goal that they had chances going high and wide, going up to Iceland, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough, because I know people don't like talking negativity, but about this game, though, for sake, you know, come on. The defence was the way how we give them that goal. Dalot stood there watching the game. You've got to be better. You've got to be better. You've got to be better. You cannot stand there, watch the game and watch the ball go in. Do something. You're the defender. You're the one who's protecting the goalkeeper, and you're the one who's supposed to be clearing the ball, get the ball out of the box. And he's just stood there like a lemon watching the match. Get on with it. You've got a job to do. Solskjaer then reacts and makes a substitution. Lingard went off and Mata. Talk about Lingard's performance. His touch, movement, awareness and passing were often excellent. Supplement. They attacked brilliantly and could have had a goal. Yep, got close at goal, but he just couldn't take his chance. Pascal Gross had a chance at goal, but United cleared the lines well. United make another substitution. Martial went off for Lukaku. Talk about Martial's performance. There was some crowd-pleasing moments, but it was another quiet display. Might be under pressure now. Alexis Sanchez is fit. Knockout got close at goal. Pogba on the other end got close at goal as well. The link-up play is good. The distributions are good. The transition from defence to attack is good. The midfield was good. In the second half, we lacked on the final third, but in the final third in the first half was brilliant. The desire is good. The quality is good, but we just couldn't put our chances away in the second half. Defensively, we made good decision-making despite conceding a goal. United made our last and final change to waste time. Rashford went off for Darmian. Talk about Rashford's performance. Scored a wonderful goal that is arguably beyond Romelu Lukaku's skill set. Utterly undropped over the last 2 months. Been outstanding Rashford for the last 2 months. Scoring goals for fun, and he strikes again. United keep it tight at the back. Don't make any mistakes. United just wanted to hear the final whistle. Manchester United 2. Brighton Hove Albion 1. United just need to work on seeing the game off early in the second half or the first half, whichever one suits Solskjaer will be great, you know, for the fans. Win done, 3 points done. Next up, it's Burnley. Burnley, they're a team at the beginning of the season, losing games. They changed things up. They changed the goalkeeper. They dropped Joe Hart. Once Joe Hart got dropped, Tom Heaton came in. All of a sudden, once Tom Heaton has come in, they've been getting results. They've been winning games, drawing games, losing games, but you know, they've just picked it up in recent weeks. The fact that, you know, they've been putting in some good results and stuff like that. Last time round at Old Trafford, Burnley, we drew with Burnley. We shouldn't have drawn against Burnley. But again, Burnley, they've got some quality players in there. So, you know, they'll like to give United a good test. They've got Chris Wood, they've got Barnes. They've got some great players in there. So, you know, they'll look to give United a good test. But, you know, in recent weeks, they've been playing well. But in the last game against Watford, they drew. So, you know, they'll be looking to put in a better performance against us. They will give us a good test again, but in every single game that we're coming up against, you know, we just got to be physically, mentally prepared, coming in the right state of mindset and prepare well for this game. On paper, we should be beating someone like Burnley. In the next couple of weeks, we should be beating Burnley, Leicester and all these teams, Fulham. So we should be beating these easy now, getting easy 3 points and waiting until someone makes a mistake. I think what the big question everyone is asking recently now is, you know, is the top 4 on? Definitely. The way how United are performing, we've done everything that we can possibly do. Lift the mood, get the team spirit, get the confidence back. We've shown that in recent weeks, and I don't see why not. You know, we're level on points with Arsenal. We're both on 44 points. We're 3 points behind Chelsea, so anything can happen there. Tottenham just got a recent win against Fulham. It would have been good if they dropped 5 points, but they just recently won. I don't know what they're on. I think they're about on 51, 52 points now. At the end of the day, we've got to be patient until someone makes a mistake. Someone will make a mistake at the end of the day. Physically, mentally prepared. Prepare for this game well. We'll put Burnley to bed. Easy. Should get another 3 points easy. and hopefully this time round we can get a clean sheet, because we couldn't keep a clean sheet against Brighton. If you guys have enjoyed another video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.